Imagine a country that encompasses the richest cultural heritage, unique traditions, and one of the most astonishing natural landscapes in the world. This country, Georgia, is like a precious gemstone situated at the crossroads of two continents. Its heart beats with the blood of Europe and Asia, blending in harmony and creating a unique atmosphere. Georgia is not just a nation, but a whole universe filled with history, customs, and natural wonders that should be a must-visit destination for any traveler seeking new discoveries and unforgettable experiences. Geographically, Georgia is located at the junction of Europe and Asia, and these boundaries are barely noticeable. The country seems to sit between two worlds. To the north, its border with Russia manifests in mountains. To the south, along the borders with Turkey and Armenia, there lies traditional soul cuisine, passionate traditions, and strong cultural ties. The eastern border is shared with Azerbaijan, while on the west, Georgia borders the expansive waters of the Black Sea, creating a subtle sense of a land's edge connecting continents. Nevertheless, despite the country's area being approximately 70,400 square kilometers, slightly larger than the territory of one U.S. state, West Virginia, it boasts an incredible diversity of natural zones and climatic conditions. Evidence of this is the 12 different climate zones scattered across Georgian territory, making this corner of the world one of the most biologically diverse on the planet. By comparison, the area of the United States, which exceeds Georgia by 140 times, has only one additional climate zone. This fact vividly illustrates Georgia's uniqueness. Within just a few hours of travel through its surroundings, one can move from snow-capped peaks covered with winter white to sunny, warm beaches on the coast. In one region, passions and coolness alternate within a single day, and you feel as if you are a participant in an astonishing natural spectacle unfolding right before your eyes. The population of Georgia is approximately 3,700,000 people. This characteristic is typical for the country, which ranks 132nd in the Global Population Index, while being a leader in Europe, placing it among the three most densely populated countries. An important feature of the local culture is the dominance of orthodoxy, practiced by around 83, and in some sources, up to 85% of the population. This fact has a powerful influence on shaping national values, customs, and traditional celebrations, in which religious motifs occupy a central position. Everyone who has visited Georgia at least once will never forget its culture of hospitality and the sincere generosity of the local people. In this blooming and deeply religious land, a guest is regarded as a messenger from heaven, and his encounter with the locals is a true ceremony filled with warmth and genuine friendliness. Do not be surprised if in everyday life you are offered to taste fresh fruits right on the street as a sign of gratitude, or if hotel staff, as a greeting, persistently offers you a glass of excellent Georgian wine. In Georgian society, hospitality is not just etiquette or formality, but a sacred tradition passed down from generation to generation, one of those values that define the character of the people. Among the riches of Georgian culture, the language holds a special place. Georgian is not just a means of communication, but a unique linguistic phenomenon that does not belong to any of the known world language families. It has developed and evolved over centuries, maintaining its unique structure and stylistic features. The classical written Georgian alphabet consists of 38 unique symbols, each possessing its own aesthetic beauty and deep historical connection to past eras. This alphabet lacks uppercase letters and grammatical gender categories, and the system itself has undergone virtually no changes throughout history. Thanks to this stability, modern Georgian schoolchildren can easily read texts created over 1,000 years ago, in the 10th century, which attests to the invaluable preservation of cultural heritage. An additional charm of the Georgian language is its recognition by international organizations. UNESCO has included it on the list of intangible cultural heritage of humanity. This fact emphasizes the rare beauty and uniqueness of the Georgian language, which is regarded as one of the most important symbols of national identity. No less remarkable is that the Georgian script exists in numerous variants, each with its own unique history and cultural significance. These writing systems include melodious, refined, and highly revered forms of the Georgian alphabet, and their diversity showcases the richness and development of this people's cultural legacy. If you have been struck by the diversity of natural climate zones, the generosity and warmth of the local people, or the richness of ancient writing, then Georgia has already left a strong impression on you. If the country has earned a deserved place on your travel list, write for yourself or others that it holds special significance and is part of your plans. To conclude this story, I want to introduce you to one of its amazing sights, an ancient cave city. Imagine a settlement so skillfully hidden in the mountains or deep within the rocks that it was only discovered after long searches and investigations. This place was so secluded that it was not even marked on modern maps. Such was the level of its remoteness and inaccessibility to outsiders. This mysterious and enigmatic story will be continued in the next chapter. The matter is not about military conflicts or battles, which sometimes attract our attention, but rather about the truly impeccable craftsmanship of those who work on creating astonishing structures. In this context, it is impossible not to mention Varu, a unique cave complex dating back to the 10th century, located along the tranquil, winding Kura River. This complex was carved directly out of volcanic rock, which gives it a special mystery and a powerful natural energy. Originally, Varu was built as a secret fortress intended to defend against the Agaric and Mongol invaders looming over the land. The architects and masters of that time created a massive structure consisting of about 6,000 rooms, stretching half a kilometer in length and including 18 floors, while the entire complex remained completely hidden from view, blending seamlessly with the surrounding nature. The main genius of this architectural masterpiece was its invisibility to outsiders, making it virtually impregnable and difficult to decipher. However, in the late 13th century, as a result of a powerful earthquake that occurred in 1283, a significant part of this remarkable structure was destroyed. The catastrophe exposed interior halls, corridors, and hidden storages concealed within the rock, revealing to the world a mysterious underground city. Fortunately, part of this incredible archaeological treasure has survived to our days, allowing modern people to see with their own eyes one of the greatest memorial landmarks carved into stone. There are ongoing debates among experts regarding how modern technologies could recreate the origins and original appearance of Vardia. Some argue that even with the most advanced methods and equipment, it is virtually impossible to restore it to its pristine state. Georgian land continues to amaze. There is not only room for ancient civilizations, but also for natural wonders that astonish the imagination. One such natural phenomenon is the Verovkina Cave, the deepest underground hole on our planet, reaching a depth of 212 meters. This surpasses the height of the world-famous Eiffel Tower by more than 7 times. Exploring such complexes is a complex and lengthy process, and to reach the very bottom of this cave, scientists must spend from 8 to 10 days crawling through narrow, dark, and sometimes dangerous corridors where the temperature rarely exceeds 1 or 2 degrees Celsius. To accurately determine the depth of this natural giant, it took an entire 50 years of meticulous measurements, studies, and endless perseverance. That is how much time was needed to gather data, demonstrating patience, courage, and unparalleled efforts. Part 4 of 22. So from ancient cities hidden within rocks to natural wonders inaccessible to the average person, Georgian land repeatedly confirms its reputation as a country filled with secrets, mysteries, and endless discoveries. What impressed you more, the ancient Vardzia or the bottomless depth of the Vervikan Cave? If this page from Georgia's history inspired genuine awe and admiration in you, you can express that with the number 2 in the comments. The third place in our list is occupied by Georgian women, amazing, talented, and, despite all criticisms, often solitary. These women are often strong in spirit and possess inner harmony, embodying a blend of Eastern mystique and European elegance. If you are looking for a place where the grace and sophistication of the East combine with European refinement, Georgia is a must-visit destination. Due to its unique geographical position, bridging 2 continents, this country has served since ancient times as a true crossroads of civilizations, cultures, and traditions. As a result of this diversity, a rich and vivid portrait of Georgian women has been shaped. Their beauty impresses with expressiveness, originality, and uniqueness. Fair skin with a slight blush, deep expressive eyes, a refined nose, and sensual lips. All these details create an image that leaves even the most discerning beauty connoisseurs indifferent. Their figures are characterized by slenderness, grace, and feminine elegance, captivating even those accustomed to high standards of attractiveness in friendly countries and distant continents. But their charm is not limited to outer beauty alone. Georgian women are custodians of traditions and cultural values. They carefully preserve the warmth of the home hearth, maintain culinary customs, spiritual beliefs, and family foundations, passing all this from generation to generation. At the same time, their vitality and desire for growth allow modern Georgian women to confidently earn recognition worldwide. Many of them possess higher education, speak several foreign languages fluently, and hold important positions in science, art, business, and technology. Thus, Georgian women are not only symbols of beauty and tradition preservation, but also active participants in global life, capable of leaving their mark in numerous fields and making a bright impact on world history. Despite all their achievements and successes, many members of Georgian society still remain lonely. This is supported by data provided by the National Statistics Office of Georgia, which shows that in the year 2023, the level of loneliness among women reached a notable 35.6% and has been demonstrated an increasing trend each year. Such a situation undoubtedly raises certain concerns, given that Georgian women are naturally open, friendly, and tend to establish international relationships quite easily. They are drawn to sincere hospitality and the ability to find common ground with people from very different cultures. Moreover, Georgia's marriage laws are characterized by clarity, simplicity, and accessibility, which greatly facilitates the marriage process for foreigners. To officially become the spouse of a Georgian woman, it is not necessary to have a residence permit or other complex documents. It is enough to present a valid passport. This factor contributes to the continuous growth in the number of marriages between Georgians and foreigners, much to the delight of their relatives and friends, since Georgian women are renowned for their charm, warmth, and resilient spirit. Perhaps you are fond of their natural charisma, inner strength, and their ability to maintain dignity in any situation. If you dream of winning the heart of one of these beautiful Georgians, then maybe you should leave the number 3 in the comments right now. Who knows, soon we may share with you a few important secrets that will help you make an unforgettable impression on your future beloved and become a special person in her eyes. Thus, in our list of special recommendations, there is a 4th point: the places that you must visit in the country, the most soulful and culturally rich part of Georgia. Most tours and trips begin with the ancient city of Mtsketa, which is located just 20 kilometers north of Tbilisi. It's easy to imagine this city as if it stepped out from old manuscripts, as if it embodies a time that has stood still for centuries. For over 1,000 years, from the era before Christ through the 5th century AD, Mtsketa served as the capital of all Georgia. Historians consider it the heart of the most ancient period of Georgian statehood, and it remains a special monument reflecting the richness of bygone eras. The crown jewel of this magical city is the majestic Svetitskhovli Cathedral. Built in the 10th century on the site of the very first Christian church in Georgia, it holds a special place in the hearts of believers. This cathedral is not only an architectural wonder, but also one of the most revered pilgrimage sites in the country. Its walls hold the legend that one of the main Christian relics, the robe of Christ, is buried there, making it especially significant for the faithful. However, Svetitskhovli is just one of many attractions in Mtsketa, revealing its visitors a rich cultural and religious heritage. Here is also the Jvari Monastery, known for its ancient history and spiritual atmosphere, and nearby is the Samtavro Monastery, built during difficult times in the country's history. Another important landmark is the ruins of the ancient fortress of Armazia, which bear witness to past battles and the strategic importance of this region in bygone centuries. Pilgrims and tourists come here not only to experience the spiritual atmosphere of this holy site, but also to stroll through the narrow, winding streets that have preserved their charm and coziness through the ages. They seek to immerse themselves in the country's rich religious and cultural heritage, as each stone and ancient wall tells its own unique story, preserving memories of great people and past events. Mtsketa is a living history that breathes through the centuries, And the longer you gaze at these monuments, the clearer you will realize that each generation left its mark here and contributed to the richness of the national culture. If your route takes you further west, the next destination will be the city of Batumi, a vibrant, dynamic, and modern port city on the shores of the Black Sea. This city is famous for its distinctive style. Modern architectural elements blend with remarkable urban planning solutions. Strolling along Batumi Boulevard, the city's main promenade, you will see a 7-kilometer stretch of patterned fountains, statues, cozy cafes, palm trees, and futuristic skyscrapers like the Alphabet Tower, which impresses with its unique shape. Equally captivating are the moving sculptures depicting Ali and Nino, symbols of eternal love, cast in bronze and stone, as if reminding us of feelings capable of overcoming any barriers of time and distance. A must-visit is the Batumi Botanical Garden, one of the largest and most diverse plant parks in the world. It specializes in collecting flora from all corners of the planet, and its collections boast an incredible variety of species and varieties. For those who prefer relaxing by the sea, Batumi offers broad, well-maintained beaches with soft, clean sand and warm waters, where you can unwind fully under the bright sun, enjoying the sea breeze and stunning views. This city is a hub of constantly lively cultural life. Festivals, concerts, exhibitions, and various events are held here year-round, attracting tourists from all over the world. Batumi speaks for itself. It is a place filled with energy and creative inspiration, attracting people seeking entertainment, amazing discoveries, and new acquaintances. Near the Caucasus mountain range lies another unique region, Svaneti, situated deep within the mountain system. This area is breathtaking with its fairy tale landscapes and authentic culture that has remained virtually unchanged for millennia. Its natural scenery, ancient traditions, and distinctive way of life have made it part of the World Heritage, included in the UNESCO list. Part 7 of 22. Here, everyone will find something special for themselves. Mesmerizing landscapes, unique historical monuments, and a lively atmosphere infused with the spirit of ancient times. This mysterious, remote, and hard-to-reach place captivates with its pristine natural beauty and stunning mountain scenery, seemingly created to leave a lasting impression on every traveler. The remarkable resilience and richness of local cultural traditions are especially impressive here, having survived centuries and preserved their authenticity despite all challenges. In this region, almost no changes are observable in everyday life over the past hundreds of years, allowing one to feel an atmosphere as if time has stopped, providing an opportunity to touch living history. The inhabitants engage in agriculture, working in the fields, cultivating grains and vegetables, as well as weaving, creating unique handmade items that carry centuries-old craftsmanship traditions. Equally important to them are livestock farming and animal care, which ensure not only economic independence but also an existence in harmony with nature. One of the main symbols of this region is the magnificent Svan Towers, massive stone and wood structures rising on the horizon, serving as a living reminder of strong identity, resilience, and cultural history of the local people. These ancient towers not only serve defensive purposes, but also functions as family shelters, symbols of wealth and status. An essential part of any trip here is to taste local delicacies that Georgian cuisine is famous for. Among them, the most popular are fragrant Svan cheese, rich khachapuri, and appetizing kinkali, which make for an ideal conclusion to an eventful journey across the stunning expanses of the South Caucasus. In these places, there is a sense that time has stopped, allowing visitors to feel an unbreakable connection with nature and ancient traditions passed down from generation to generation. Such a place unquestionably possesses a unique sense of refined harmony with the environment. The fifth item on our list is an extraordinarily bright and unusual event held in Georgia, the beard competition. The longer the beard grows, the more it becomes a symbol of male strength, masculinity, bravery, and creative self-expression. Most often, a beard is not just facial hair, but a kind of living work of art representing individuality and character. Every autumn, when the capital city, a metropolis of 3 million people, Tbilisi, is filled with energy and creativity thanks to one of the most vibrant and eccentric events, the annual beard contest. Men from all over the country travel to participate, showcasing their talents and unique styles by growing beards that impress with their size, shape, and well-groomed appearance. Some participants grow their beards up to 30 centimeters in length, caring for them with grapeseed oil, lavender, and secret family recipes passed down through generations. The contest jury carefully evaluates not only the length and density of the facial hair, but also the style, texture, creativity, and originality of the grooming. Beards take on the most unexpected shapes and styles, braided into beautiful plaits, transformed into intricate sculptural masterpieces, turning faces into living canvases. This competition is not only about showcasing beauty and well-maintained beards. Originality, individuality, and a sense of humor are highly valued. After all, a beard is not only a way to emphasize masculinity, but also an opportunity to express one's uniqueness, demonstrate creative approach, and showcase a sense of humor. If you could participate in such a contest, try your hand at creating a unique beard style. Which styling would you choose? Imagine it and write in the comments. Number 5, if you've already thought about your own version. The 6th point is the City of Love, located on top of a hill, Signagi. This tiny Georgian town, whose population barely reaches 3,000, has become world famous for its unrivaled romantic charm and fairy tale atmosphere. What makes Signagi so special? Here, there's no need to adhere to strict marriage registration rules. You can get married at any time of day or night because, as is well known, love doesn't wait for the end of the working day. The local registry office operates around the clock, allowing loving couples to easily and quickly obtain the status of spouses, bypassing complicated bureaucracy and unnecessary hassle. Besides this unusual and romantic tradition, the city attracts visitors with its fairy tale atmosphere, created by winding cobblestone streets, ancient wooden houses with bright, colorful roofs, where each building seems to have stepped out of a storybook. There are cozy cafes with panoramic views of the Laziska Valley, shrouded in mist and ancient forests, sculptural monuments and memorial sites, as well as an 8-kilometer fortress wall built many centuries ago, which seems to embrace the entire city, protecting it from any harm and trouble. Walking through this place means feeling how the heart fills with warmth and romance, and a hand-in-hand stroll on a warm, golden-lit autumn evening turns into an unforgettable adventure. It's in moments like these that you realize why love in Signagi feels like home and seems to become part of this fairy tale corner. Tbilisi is a unique city in its architectural features and rich history, still surprising visitors today with its distinctive atmosphere. The population of this Georgian city is approximately 1.2 million people, making it a rather large and lively metropolis capable of offering both residents and visitors a wealth of diverse impressions. The city holds a special reputation among European and Asian cities due to its remarkable blend of ancient traditions and modern achievements. It is like a bridge connecting millennia of history with youthful dynamism, allowing visitors to experience and understand a unique atmosphere that is hard to find anywhere else on the planet. The name Tbilisi comes from the Georgian word Tbili, meaning warm. This is quite fitting, as the city has been renowned since ancient times for its natural hot springs. These springs, over the centuries, have been a source not only of physical healing, but also of spiritual relaxation for local residents, passed down from generation to generation. Throughout many eras, the waters have provided comfort and health to the inhabitants. And thanks to the region's natural features, the hot springs remain a constant and vital part of the city's landscape today. However, the most remarkable feature of Tbilisi is its architectural diversity and richness. In narrow streets and on main avenues, one can find Ottoman-style houses reminiscent of the long history of contact with Turkish lands and cultures. These buildings are distinguished by elegant balconies and decorative elements, creating a sense of traveling through time. Nearby are authentic Turkish baths, hammams, that are still in operation and serve as monuments to that era. No less impressive are the Orthodox churches, decorated with exquisite religious ornaments and iconographic paintings that transmit centuries of accumulated spiritual heritage. Between these historical structures rise modern buildings designed in ultra-contemporary styles. They feature bold shapes and daring architectural solutions, often even surreal in their expressiveness. These contrasts make walking through Tbilisi truly exciting. It feels like a living museum where every street tells its own unique story and time seems to flow in different currents. One day can be spent living in the Middle Ages, observing narrow cobblestone alleys and fortress walls, and the next wandering through the streets of a modern city where brightly displayed contemporary artworks and technology shine in shop windows. The city offers a sense of traveling through time. You can visit vintage flea markets filled with unexpected finds and antiques in a short time, slip into cozy European-style cafes where the aroma of fresh-baked goods and good coffee creates a homely atmosphere, and in the evening immerse yourself in energetic techno music spreading through nightclubs and concert halls. Over the Kura River, which flows through the city, rises the famous Bridge of Peace, an elegant glass and steel structure symbolizing the unity of the past and the future, a harmonious connection between historical memory and the pursuit of innovation. An equally important part of Tbilisi's life and cultural fabric is its love for reading and literature. This is not merely a hobby or personal passion, but a vital element of the shared cultural heritage. The city boasts dozens of free outdoor bookcases along the streets, making reading accessible to everyone, residents and tourists alike. These bookcases can be found in the most unexpected places. Some resemble vintage phone booths, now serving as exchange points for literature, while others look like small shelves attached to bicycles or street poles. The concept is simple and greatly appealing. No paper cards, no bureaucratic obstacles, only a genuine love for books and a desire to share knowledge and stories. This city is a true haven for those who value cultural diversity and seek lively inspiration. In Tbilisi, everyone can find something to enjoy. Whether wandering through ancient streets, savoring the coziness of local cafes, or exploring the rich historical legacy. That's why many people keep coming back, because the sense of warmth, harmony, and eternal youth in this city is simply impossible to ignore. If you were asked whether you would like to live in a place where modernity and antiquity blend so harmoniously, your answer would undoubtedly be yes. Because Tbilisi is not just a city for tourists, it's a place where you feel part of a living, vibrant history, and every return offers new discoveries and impressions. Now, if Tbilisi has made it onto your list of must-visit places, think about it and write the number 7 in the comments. And for those who see this place as a potential home, there's one more point, the number 8. After all, the homeland of wine, Georgia, is famous for its 1,000-year-old winemaking tradition, which is rightfully considered one of the oldest and most revered in the world. Georgia proudly bears the title of the birthplace of wine, with a tradition that dates back to the 6th millennium BC. Long before modern technologies appeared, the inhabitants of this region began fermenting grapes in special clay vessels called gvevris, which served not only as containers, but also as a method for creating exquisite drinks. These ancient winemaking techniques are so versatile and unique that they are still used today, preserving the special atmosphere of ancient technologies and respect for nature. The fermentation process in gvevris is not just a technical procedure, but a whole philosophy rooted in reverence for tradition, patience, and a close connection with nature. During the slow and peaceful aging process, in contact with the skin, seeds, and yeasts, wine acquires its unique aroma, rich flavor profile, and distinctive structure. This natural approach ensures the beverage's richness and depth, which cannot be achieved with modern rapid production techniques. The traditional Georgian method of winemaking in kuvevri has gained international recognition and has been inscribed on UNESCO's list of intangible cultural heritage of humanity, testament to its cultural significance and uniqueness. Georgia is a true paradise for wine lovers. In this country, you can taste hundreds of varieties crafted according to ancient traditions and modern technologies, enjoy tastings at wineries, participate in harvests, and experience the festive atmosphere of authentic wine celebrations. When planning a trip to Georgia, it is important to know that the country ranks 7th in the world in terms of safety for tourists. This is especially relevant if you avoid some border regions, particularly those near the Russian border. Overall, Georgia is not only a wonderful destination for travel, but also a country with enormous potential for business and new opportunities. Here you will find not only natural beauty and historical monuments, but also the open hearts of the local people, the chance to immerse yourself in an atmosphere of hospitality, and the opportunity to establish new business contacts, as this territory is a true potential hub for those seeking new horizons. The World Bank's Ease of Doing Business report for 2020 became one of the defining features of modern Georgian economy. It highlighted that, in terms of the business environment and entrepreneurial attractiveness, the country ranks seventh globally, behind only a few nations. This high score is primarily due to an attractive tax system. Georgia features a flat corporate tax rate that is easy to remember and promotes transparency in business operations. Additionally, a highly popular 1% preferential tax is designed for many self-employed individuals and small enterprises, creating favorable conditions for small business development and stimulating civic initiative. It can be said that, in material and legal terms, the country represents a spacious and free space where ideas are realized as freely as the Georgian wines flow through the vineyards of Kakheti. This nation is like a magical place where opportunities for new ventures and initiatives flow as easily as the renowned Georgian wine. Now let us turn to a more spiritual and cultural sphere. Among the greatest treasures of national heritage ranks Georgia's polyphonic choral singing. This musical style, undeniably a unique phenomenon in world culture, represents a special spiritual and artistic wealth. Georgia is a country where polyphonic singing has not only been preserved for centuries, but is also considered a true sacred art, a unique treasure imbued with an unquenchable fire in the hearts of the Georgian people. This tradition differs from conventional monophonic performances in that each participant creates their own individual melody, a part that in a collective performance merges with the voices of others into perfect harmony. Every song is like both a prayer and a story at the same time, an expression of the deepest emotions and life experiences through solely human voices, without instruments or embellishments. Historical evidence confirms that many centuries ago, during ancient kingdoms, Georgians mastered this art, passing it from generation to generation. Today, their tradition has gained international recognition. In 2001, UNESCO included Georgian polyphony in the list of intangible cultural heritage of humanity, highlighting the uniqueness of this musical form. Modern world's leading music academies are often asking, how do Georgian masters create such complex and simultaneously astonishingly harmonious multi-voicings using only the human vocal cords? This phenomenon has no equal in the world, astonishing with its beauty and depth of expression. This is one reason why Georgian polyphony is more than just music. It embodies spiritual harmony, a wordless prayer, a story about the human soul, emotions, and a burning desire for unity through the richness of voices and their unique interweaving. And in this amazing musical space, another astonishing cosmic turn occurs. In 2000, a Georgian folk song in the polyphonic style called Chakrua was selected by NASA to be included in the so-called Earth playlist, which accompanies the interstellar journeys of the Voyager probes. This list includes works by great composers, Bach, Beethoven, Mozart, and now a Georgian folk song has been added, as if a symbol of Earth's cultural heritage. Imagine that somewhere deep in space, among billions of stars and planets, aliens are listening to music that opens a door into the human world. And it is quite possible that precisely Georgian voices harbor a magic capable of rocking or surprising even the most distant intelligent beings from Earth. Georgia is not only a land of stunning landscapes, ancient traditions, and musical masterpieces. It has sent the world an even greater message, one of peace, unity, and enduring harmony. Have you already had a chance to hear Georgian polyphony? Or are your ears only just ready to embark on this magical journey to discover new sensations beyond everyday reality? And finally, in 11th place, land where people live up to 100 years without losing vigor, energy, and zest for life. Georgia is a country where the contrast of snow-covered mountains and the warmth of the sun unites in a great secret of longevity. If you dream of touching the clouds, admiring snow-capped peaks throughout the year, or even uncovering the secrets of long life, then this country could become your ideal destination. In the mountains nestled in the very heart of the Caucasus lie Europe's highest settlements, Bakho and Ujguli, situated at elevations of 2,145 and 2,100 meters above sea level, respectively. Despite their remoteness and constant snowdrifts, these villages are so vibrant that people continue to live there, preserving their traditions and way of life. Their stone houses are sturdy and uniquely beautiful, reflecting centuries-old traditions of folk architecture. Here in the mornings, the sound of bells rings out as shepherds lead their livestock to foggy pastures, and the daily life of locals unfolds at a measured pace, harmoniously woven into nature. In this place, each day subtly merges into the previous one, and everything seems filled with tranquility and serenity. And that's not all. Georgia is not only a peaceful mountain country, but also a true paradise for winter sports enthusiasts. The majestic Caucasus Mountains conceal 6 different ski resorts offering unique skiing opportunities. In summer, hikers come here eager to enjoy pristine natural beauty without crowds. In winter, skiers and snowboarders arrive craving the freedom of moving across untouched snow, immersed in the pristine, frosty silence. Georgia is a place where the beauty of nature reveals itself in all seasons and promises everyone a unique opportunity to leave an unforgettable mark on their memory. When the topic of longevity arises, a remarkable corner on the map often comes to mind. Abkhazia, rightly considered a land where centenarians live long and happily. Men and women often seen there have long surpassed the age of 100, yet they continue to lead active lives. You can frequently spot them tending goats, cheerfully climbing mountains, and working in their small garden plots without tiring. This extraordinary way of life seems to depend not on miracles or extraordinary medicines, but rather on simple natural factors. The main ones include fresh mountain air, infused with the scents of coniferous forests and pure springs, natural, healthy food, and a lifestyle harmoniously integrated with the natural rhythms of the area. Abkhazia is not only a country rich in its unique natural beauty, it is a place where a special breath of life can be felt, where every moment is imbued with calmness and harmony, allowing one to feel better, experience vitality, inner satisfaction, and become a little happier and healthier. If you dream of discovering a place where every morning begins with the sounds of nature and health and longevity are valued above all else, then Georgia is definitely worth considering. This country is a true treasure trove of beauty, where you can not only enjoy magnificent landscapes, but more importantly, experience inner rebirth, feeling life fill with meaning, becoming brighter and more vibrant. Are you ready to go to a place where every trail leads to new adventures and opportunities to extend your life while savoring each moment? If so, write the number 10 in the comments. This is a sign of your desire to live abroad for a century or even longer, among white clouds and towering mountain peaks. And if you want it to be even more extraordinary, say the number 11. This is a place that, like a church soaring among the clouds, attracts with its height and mystery. In Georgia, there are areas where it seems as if you could reach out and touch the starry abyss. Imagine yourself almost an astronaut stretching your hand toward the inexorable sky. One of the most vivid examples of this is the monastery on the Pillar of Katski. Situated atop a massive 40-meter-tall, emerald-colored rocky column, it rises above the azure-green valley like a beacon of spiritual strength, guiding the way of faith. For many years, over 2 decades, a solitary monk lived at the very top of this natural monument. His life was an example of complete asceticism. No technology, no electricity, no internet. Only the sky, silence, and daily prayers, etched into the quiet of this ancient dwelling. This monastery has become a symbol of faith, inner strength, and resilience of the soul, while its inhabitants symbolizes spiritual quest and devotion. They were not alone. Many of Georgia's ancient monasteries are built directly on cliffs, serving as beacons of faith and aspiration toward the divine. These monastic complexes were created by people seeking a closer connection to God and striving to distance themselves from worldly cares. Today, despite progress and technological advancement, some of these holy sites remain cut off from the modern world, preserving their ancient rituals and internal ordnung as if guarding an invisible link to bygone eras. Georgia is a country where anyone can find a corner for solitude and spiritual enlightenment, But for those not prepared for challenging rock climbs and extreme conditions, there is a more down-to-earth way to connect with Georgian nature: mushroom foraging. Endless forests transform into a lively market of family traditions and rituals every autumn, from September to October. During this period, all generations, grandmothers, mothers, children, come here with baskets and smiles to find white mushrooms, chanterelles, and sometimes truffles. This gathering is not just a way to replenish family delicacies, it is a special ritual of unity. Grandmothers share their knowledge of each edible and poisonous mushroom, teach young participants, and children repeatedly learn to laugh without reason and find joy in simple things. Sometimes luck smiles upon you. A rare find can become a true treasure, gaining value in fine eateries and restaurants. But the most important thing at that moment is the time spent together, the opportunity to enjoy nature and strengthen family bonds. Mushroom picking becomes both a break from urban hustle and a chance to admire the autumn beauty of the forest, to feel its quiet rhythm and the inspiration it offers. Whether in prayerful silence, at the sparkling top of a monastery, or amid lively voices among the trees, everyone in Georgia can find a place for the soul where they can discover harmony and inner peace. Are you ready to ascend to heights, balance between sky and earth, or at least get lost among the greenery and secrets of the forest? If your heart is drawn to this, leave the number 11 in the comments. Georgia also possesses a special slow rhythm of life, imbued with calmness and respect for traditions. In this country, even Christmas celebrations are marked somewhat differently than elsewhere. For example, Christmas here is celebrated not on December 25th, but on January 7th, according to the ancient Julian calendar, which has long been regarded as correct and sacred. This fact is not just a technical detail, but a very important manifestation of deep devotion to the Georgian Orthodox rites and traditions. The time of this holiday is special, filled with a particular spiritual atmosphere. People gather in churches and temple chapels, light candles, and participate in solemn liturgies that are imbued with a quiet, reverent, prayerful mood. During this time, the entire Georgian people are enveloped by an atmosphere of calm, peace, and unity, when the streets are filled with a serene silence, and life revolves around the family. In Georgian tradition, particular importance is given to these festive moments, for it is during them that the connection to the earliest times is preserved, when faith and spirituality were part of everyday life. This unhurried, measured way of living is a characteristic of a country that deeply values its traditions, rooted in every tiny detail of daily life, and maintains them with dignity through the ages. Georgia is a remarkable land where every moment is filled with the unique atmosphere of a slowed-down pace of life, which in some way recalls ancient traditions based on respect for time and the value of human connections. Here, people prefer not to rush, savoring each instant as if immersed in a special weave of the mundane and the sacred that unites them in the feeling of a true celebration of life. Around the table, among friends, the evening turns into a kind of ceremony, slow, meaningful, and filled with lively conversation. They are not in a hurry to eat or drink, because a meal here is not just a way to satisfy hunger. It is more of a ritual, a means of establishing and strengthening mutual bonds, during which fuss and imposed worries fade away. In such an environment, there is no room for phone calls or urgent tasks. Everything is focused on the present moment, whether it's raising a glass, engaging in an engaging conversation that may last into the late evening. In Georgian culture, the phrase "I'm busy" is hardly ever used, because for them, friendly communication always takes priority. It is more important than any tasks. Friends here are not just companions or acquaintances, but are a vital value that holds a special place in life. In principle, even trips to the unexplored corners of the country are strictly governed by this relaxed rhythm. You can be confident that even without a precise schedule or fixed timetable, public transport, marshrutkas, of which there are many, might leave you stranded without prior promises or schedules. Conversely, as if by magic, it might arrive somewhere perfectly on time, or an ancient Soviet-era train might stop unexpectedly. Outwardly, it appears worn and scarred by time, but its unwavering adherence to schedule surprises with its accuracy, like a time-stopped memory of bygone eras. Traveling along Georgian roads, you may come across pedestrian paths leading to secluded mountain villages, forgotten by civilization, where life flows according to its own internal laws. Here, no one chases quick success. The measurement of time is through moments filled with warm sunlight, the aroma of fresh bread, and sounds of nature. It is in these small details that the essence of Georgian life lies. It stretches out, slows down, and allows each person to feel the taste of true, unhurried beauty. If you enjoy such a measured way of life, perhaps it's time to reconsider and possibly leave behind the hustle, trading fast Wi-Fi for genuine deep happiness that can only be felt with time and tranquility. In this case, it's important to remember the number 12, a symbol of inner harmony and readiness to understand and embrace the special Georgian rhythm, where not the rapid flow, but each moment is valued. And if suddenly you want to express your readiness to immerse yourself in the atmosphere of this amazing country, think of the number 13 with a calm and confident gesture. It's a sign that you're prepared for change, for diving into an environment where even the simplest dish or moment takes on special significance. As for culinary delights, Georgian cuisine is a treasure that reveals itself in each dish as a unique cultural memory, filled with warmth and hospitality. Food here is not only nourishment, but also a celebration, a festival of life, intertwining history, traditions, and genuine love for good food. In every Georgian dish, there is a special energy that shares with guests, creating an atmosphere of comfort and soulfulness. The most famous dish instantly associated with Georgia is kinkali. At first glance, it may seem like simple dumplings, but inside lies something much greater. A juicy filling of beef, lamb, and pork, delicately seasoned with black pepper and perhaps slightly rich broth, enclosed in a thin dough. This forms a round, knot-like, or small boat-shaped bun. You need to hold the kinkali by its tail, carefully bite into or pinch off a piece to enjoy the broth inside and the intense flavor. This ritual is not just about eating, but a time-honored tradition of bringing people together at the table, signifying friendliness and warmth. An essential symbol of Georgian cuisine is khachapuri, the famous cheesy bread. Sometimes it resembles a boat filled with melted Sulguni cheese, topped with a raw egg yolk and a bit of butter. It is usually torn into pieces by hand, dipped into the molten cheese in the middle, or simply savored as each portion. A true gastronomic symphony, both simple and astonishing. Its taste is genuinely honest, without unnecessary additives. Nature and culture merge in this dish. Khachapuri is not just food, it is a true symbol of generosity, sincere hospitality, and the joy of small pleasures. If you crave something more hearty and fragrant, be sure to try matsvati, Georgian shashlik, which is proudly considered a hallmark of the region's gastronomy. Pieces of meat, pork, or lamb are marinated in red wine, onions, and spices, then carefully grilled over coals until a tempting crust and aromatic smoke appear. They are served with flatbread, a spicy and sweet-tangy tikka mali sauce, and bunches of fresh herbs that enhance the richness of the flavor. Such a meal embodies rustic simplicity, warmth, and a genuine friendly atmosphere. Matsvati is not just a dish, it is a symbol of camaraderie, joy of life, sunny days, and warm, friendly gatherings. Georgian cuisine is renowned for its simplicity, richness, and soulfulness, just like the Georgians themselves. Have you ever tasted any of these tempting Georgian delicacies, or perhaps a hidden gem awaiting its story? If yes, leave the number 13 in the comments, because it can symbolize embracing the richness of Georgian gastronomy and a willingness to share beloved flavors that will remain forever in memory. And finally, one cannot ignore the amazing and vibrant festivals held in Georgia, a country where every event is filled with traditions, joy, and deep meaning. Here, life, religion, culture, and everything that makes Georgian society special are celebrated. These festivals are a real opportunity to touch its rich heritage, learn about the uniqueness of the people, their joy and solidarity. Each celebration is a unique spectacle, combining ancient rituals, folk songs, dances, bright costumes, and delicious food, with cheerful smiles and warm embraces. This experience helps not only to understand the fragile yet strong Georgian character, but also to feel part of a large, friendly, and lively family that values its traditions and welcomes every new day with joy. One of the most recognizable and vivid symbols of Georgian culture is the Grape Harvest Festival, known as Revseli. This joyful and touching ritual usually takes place at the end of September and the beginning of October, corresponding to late autumn, the time when ripe grapes are harvested in the regions of Kakheti and Imereti. Here, amidst picturesque vineyards, families, neighbors, and friends gather, united by shared tradition and respect for nature. Participants personally and manually collect the abundant harvest, often using only their hands rather than mechanical tools, to preserve the aroma and unique spirit of the grapes. After the grape collection, a special stage follows, the crushing process, which is often done barefoot. This ancient and authentic method, passed down from generation to generation, allows for the most delicate and careful attention to each cluster, conveying in the bread-like wine the warmth of human labor and gratitude for nature's generosity. Moreover, Revseli is not just a technical process related to harvest collection, but rather a grand festive event that unites all participants. During these days, nightlife is filled with celebrations where traditional Georgian music resonates, homemade wine flows, and a joyful atmosphere pervades the air. People gather in so-called kfevris, or special winemaking places, hosting feasts with drinks, music, and traditional dances until dawn. An atmosphere of harmony and unity reigns here, because Revseli symbolizes not only gratitude for the past harvest, but also faith in future prosperity. In the traditional understanding, this holiday embodies Georgian generosity, the manifestation of land fertility, and a love for wine, which in the country is valued not only as a beverage, but as part of spiritual and cultural identity. Alongside the autumn harvest celebrations, another significant holiday in Georgia is the Tbilisi City Day, usually celebrated in October. This day serves as a kind of birthday of the capital, as it is marked throughout long weekend days. The focus is on street festivities, open-air concerts, folklore performances, fairs, and masterclasses. The streets turn into a giant open-air venue where traditional folk music sounds passionately, and residents and visitors enjoy live performances, dances, street food stalls offering delicious local dishes and fresh farm produce. During this period, the city is filled with an incredible atmosphere of festivity, joy, and friendliness. It is a special time when the Georgian soul is open to communication, and everyone feels part of a shared celebration. At this moment, the ancient streets of Tbilisi come alive, as if returning to life, filling the city center with their colors and sounds, especially its historic neighborhoods where architecture from ancient times intertwines with modernity. When it comes to more remote regions away from the city hustle, it is essential to mention the Tushituba or Tushitoba Festival, a national celebration that gathers residents of the mountainous region of Tusheti every summer. It is one of the most authentic Georgian festivals, rich in traditions, folk entertainment, and cultural events. Here you can watch exhilarating horse races that symbolize the strength and agility of Georgian men, see wrestlers demonstrating their endurance, and listen to folk songs performed in a pure mountain dialect. On hot bonfires, meat is almost always grilled, and the aroma helps to feel close to nature and heritage. During this time, homemade chacha, strong Georgian spirit, is generously poured, adding cheer and a sense of unity. Tushituba is not just a celebration, it is a festival of courage, strength, and the spiritual connection between people and nature. Its very celebration conveys an atmosphere of authenticity, unique color, and deep roots that trace back to the ancient traditions of this mountainous region. So before choosing which Georgian festival to attend, consider and select the one that resonates most with your spirit. Don't forget to leave your comment with the number 14 to share which of these cultural and national festivals you prefer. After all, each festival is an opportunity to learn about the rich heritage, genuine hospitality, and the unique soul of Georgia. Now let's consider the cost of living in this amazing country. Welcome to Georgia, the true pearl of the Caucasus, where tall mountains seem to embrace green valleys, and cities tell their ancient stories while preserving traditions. What impresses many travelers is not only the incredible blend of Eastern and Western cultural elements, but also the astonishing affordability of life. Whether you choose the vibrant city of Tbilisi, lively and sunny Batumi by the coast, or the quiet, peaceful Kutaisi, living comfortably in Georgia means enjoying each day without spending a fortune. Renting a one-bedroom apartment here costs approximately between 300 and 600 US dollars per month. In rural areas, in less touristy districts, you can often find fully furnished housing for prices ranging from $200 to $400, often located in quiet, picturesque, and cozy settings, making life especially pleasant for those seeking tranquility and harmony with nature. Georgia is a country where finding accommodation for any taste and budget is not a problem. As for dining out, this part of the budget is delightfully accessible and diverse. Traditional dishes such as khinkali, generous dumplings with juicy fillings, khachapuri, cheese bread, or ajaruli, aromatic meat dishes prepared with vegetables and spices will cost you approximately $4 to $6 per serving in popular local cafes. Prefer cooking at home? Then your monthly food budget will be around $150 to $250, which comfortably covers the expenses for fresh vegetables, juicy fruits, a variety of meats, as well as basic groceries bought at markets and supermarkets. Georgia is renowned for its natural and fresh products, offering a unique taste and quality at affordable prices, making it especially attractive to health-conscious enthusiasts. Traveling around the country is not a problem and is inexpensive. Marshrutkas, small marshrutny transportny sredstva, are a popular means of transportation within cities and between them, allowing you to save a significant amount of money. Metro systems are also widespread in Tbilisi and some other cities, along with affordable taxis, which can easily and quickly ferry you to any part of the city or beyond. On average, transportation costs range from $20 to $40 per month, making travel almost free or very convenient. Many foreigners visiting Georgia prefer to walk or cycle, enjoying the fresh air, architectural beauty, and natural landscapes without extra costs. This is ideal for those who value an active lifestyle and want to immerse themselves fully in the atmosphere of this hospitable land. That's all. Georgia, in any season and under any circumstances, offers a wide range of opportunities for living, leisure, and cultural enrichment. It is a country where both tourists and long-term residents can feel comfortable, blending a rich history, delicious cuisine, vibrant festivals, and incredible accessibility, making it truly a unique corner on the map of the world. When it comes to health and sports activities, you have an exceptional chance to enjoy all these benefits, as they are available to almost everyone in Georgia. For example, a membership at a modern gym where you can train with professional coaches typically costs from $20 to $40 a month, which is a very reasonable price for many countries for the opportunity to care for your body and improve your health. However, if you love nature and prefer spending time outdoors, you don't need to spend a penny. Georgia's nature itself offers amazing opportunities for active recreation and physical activity. Climbing the picturesque Dashbashi Mountain Kazbegi, renowned for its majestic beauty and unique atmosphere, is not only an exhilarating adventure, but also a great way to strengthen your heart and muscles. You can also take a hike through Svaneti, known for its picturesque valleys, well-maintained trails, and the unique atmosphere of ancient forests. Strolling along the cobbled streets of Old Tbilisi, with their architectural beauty and historical charm, allows you not only to enjoy the culture, but also to get pleasant physical activity. All these activities are available to you for free. However, they offer unforgettable experiences, fill the heart with joy, and create a sense of harmony with nature and the history of this amazing region. Georgia is a country that provides its residents and visitors the opportunity to take care of their health without significant expenses. Here you can not only stay in shape and improve your well-being, but also do so without a substantial financial burden, as outdoor activities and walks in nature are among the region's main attractions. Overall, to lead a comfortable, balanced, and enjoyable life in Georgia, approximately $6,521 per month are enough, although this amount depends on individual lifestyle, comfort level, and personal preferences. Modern landscapes, rich cultural traditions, warm local people, and relatively low everyday costs make Georgia not only a popular tourist destination, but also a place where you can live, create, and grow. This country is truly a space for finding inner balance, inspiration, and realizing your deepest dreams, which makes it special and attractive to those seeking new horizons for life and self-fulfillment. This concludes our story about 15 fascinating facts that reveal the unique nature and character of Georgia. We hope that this overview has helped you see this country from a new perspective, learn something interesting and inspiring. It is important to remember that all mentioned amounts are approximate and can vary significantly in specific cases. So before making serious decisions about moving or long-term stay in this country, it is recommended to conduct your own research and carefully evaluate all aspects. We were delighted to share this information with you and hope it was helpful and inspiring. If you enjoyed this video and found it interesting and useful, be sure to pay attention to opportunities for continuing our work and reading new materials. If you're interested, we recommend you carefully watch the next videos. They will appear at the end of this current file, and we're sure can also bring something useful and engaging into your life. Don't forget to share your opinions and feedback in the comments, because your questions and wishes help us create content that becomes increasingly rich, interesting, and helpful. And what specific topic or country would you like to see in our next material? Share your ideas. It's important for us to know what interests you most. We sincerely thank you for watching this video. We hope it was not only informative, but also inspiring for you. Until next time, in the upcoming episodes.